will run to assist her, right and in pain, and a medical team have gone to her aid to attend to her. And this was it, the clearance that came in at the back from Josephine Chukunoye. And I think there was contact. You know, they made a long journey to Ghana, and it's paid off so far with dancing their way right from the start. And this is what they want from the Super Falcons, the goals. That's early initiation. Start early, bring them to the stadium early. Although she's a toddler, maybe one day the story will be told. You are at the stadium. Be part of history. Ebere. Osinashi Ohale to Josephine Chukunoye. Okobi. And she was tackled late. That's a late tackle. Ngozi. Okobi was brought down, and Akeng will be the first player to be booked in this Group B encounter. She lost it. She was nowhere near the ball, and that was a late tackle on Ngozi Okobi. And Cecilia Akeng will be the first player to be booked. Another free kick for Nigeria. And Okobi has been the woman on duty this afternoon, taking all the set pieces. But she's still not been able to find targets. You know, let's see if this time around she'll be successful. But that wasn't her. A header. Oh, that was very, very close. It just needed a shoe size touch, and that would have been goal number 5 for the Super Falcons. Opara Nozie, a former youth international. And it was Ebire with that free kick headed down by Abi, and Opara Nozie was at the far side trying to connect to him, but she was late. It looked like a raw textbook delivery there from the Super Falcons. Well planned. And so Nigeria all the way here in Cape Coast. And we're just 5 minutes away from the first half of this encounter. And the Super Falcons are in the driving seats, firmly in charge, and will move to 6 points in Group B. Another opportunity coming the way of the Super Falcons. Desire Oparanozie sends it back. Okozi, but this time around, it was a firm grab. Asisat Oshola with that attempt. Still asking for more. Not content with the hat-trick she's been able to bag. Emilia Indong. Avelina tries to keep the ball in play. Referee whistled for an infringement. Diala. And Diala was born in Nigeria, but naturalized for Equatorial Guinea. Diala now. Sliding tackle from Rita Chikwelu. And Rita is doing her best in this game. You know, not only is she that refined player who can rip defense apart, but also has got some work rate in the middle with some sliding tackles and effectiveness. Can easily dispossess you of the ball. She's won more of the balls this afternoon. Genevova. Skipper Genevova. Anumang. You know, at a pre-match conference, she spoke about the intention to delay her retirement. You know, but I think from the way things are going at this championship, there's nothing to offer again, and she might hang up her boots. Somebody to talk about is number 2 shirted Avelina. She just released the ball for Diala. And it's Migrosa, the substitute. Elena Obono. Obono does well, but then she's been overcrowded there by the Falcons. Odega. Odega still staying strong. Asisat keeps the ball in play to Ebere. Rita Chukelu, the skipper. You know, Nigeria, they've got such a rich record in the history of the Africa Women Cup of Nations. And so you have Perpetua Nkoche as the all-time top scorer in the history of the Africa Women Cup of Nations. Total of 31 goals scored. Free kick taken. Headed out by Equatorial Guinea. Celestine. Anoma. Gets past Okobi. Ball has been sent back to Cecilia Akeng to Doreen. Lovely play there from Equatorial Guinea. Stringing passes together. And they've lost possession. Nigeria will take over. Sweet pass there from Rita Chukelu. It's Asisat on the run once again. Galloping, picks it up. Asisat still in control, waiting for support. But it was a good recovery there from Equatorial Guinea. And the ball has been hooked away. Rita Chukelu splits it to the right. And a deflection. That would have been a wicked deflection. Good try there from Josephine Chukwunoye. And the right back has been effective. The absence of Faith Michael hasn't been, her absence hasn't been missed at all. She's picked up an injury, and Coach Thomas Denebi wouldn't like to risk her. And so she decided to bring in her apprentice, which is Josephine Chukwunoye. Corner kick taken. But Abi, the experienced Abi, and so we'll be doing a minute of added on time, we understand. And that's confirmation there from Juliet Apia, the Ghanaian 4th official. She's yet to officiate in the match, and today she is the 4th official, the police officer. Free kick, and this could be the last action in this game, with Nigeria leading by 4 goals to 0. Ebere is joined by Okobi, and so it will be Ngozi Ebere, the left back, who will go in for this one. Long one inside the box. But it was an infringement. There was a foul inside the area. And it's Onome Ibi who committed that foul inside the box. Free kick coming the way of Equatorial Guinea. In stoppage time here at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium. Celestine. We're doing just a minute of added on time. Poor control there. But Celestina is back. And that's the whistle to end the first 45 minutes. Nigeria cruising to victory comfortably there. Thomas Denebi will be delighted with what he's seen from her players. It's all started with that sublime finish from Francesca Odega. And then a hat-trick coming in from Asisat Oshoala. Big-time player, big-name player. And she's been just on fire this afternoon. And the Super Falcons will go into the break. A lot of ashen-faced players from Equatorial Guinea. It's been an abysmal performance there from Equatorial Guinea, the two-time champions. And these are the gallant Super Falcons coming out, going into the dressing room on high spirits, knowing that they still have to keep their foot on the accelerator. Good performance so far from the Super Falcons. More expected with a number double in the second half. We'll wait to see. So and this was how the whole campaign started. Rita Chukwuelu's released Francisca Odega, and Odega came in with the opening goal early on. Rita Chukwuelu taking affairs of Nigeria's play. She's such a raw anchor woman, the pivot of the Nigerian team. And Odega finished off in style. She couldn't have missed. Oparanozie squared that one for Asisato Oshoala to connect home powerfully for goal number 2. And that opened her accounts on the afternoon. And the China-based player did well to connect home once again. Another pass from the middle, with Asisat making it a brace for herself. And number 3 in total. Free kick, not the best of connections, but Oparanozie once again turning the provider, and Asisat Oshoala completed a hat-trick with that header. Came off the crossbar, and the Equatorial Guineans were just watching on as she jumped again like a bird to head home to make it. Hello, welcome back to the Cape Coast Sports Stadium for the second installment of the final Group B game between Equatorial Guinea and Nigeria, the Super Falcons, the defending champions. At halftime, Equatorial Guinea down by 4-0. And we'll be finding out if the second half, maybe they can get a consolation like they did in that 7-1 defeat to South Africa. And you have, all sort of people coming into the stadium. So the Nigerian supporters have done well to bring along their friends to join the action. And so we're monitoring what is happening in Accra, and South Africa drawing 1-1 with Zambia at halftime also. That means South Africa will stay on top as group leaders with 7 points, and Nigeria will be in second place with 6 points, but with also goals to count as well. And for the scorers chart, Asisato Shuala with a hat-trick this afternoon will move to 4 goals. Likewise, Christina Gatlana, she's also scored for South Africa. The Bayana in Accra as they drawn 1-1 with Zambia. So the Super Falcons are back to continue where they left off. They caused a lot of havoc for Equatorial Guinea. Can they increase the account of goals in this game, or Equatorial Guinea might come in with something special? So there's some bit of psyching up to do from the bench to the Equatorial Guineans. Goalkeeper Emiliana Indong, and also Oluehi Tochukwu. And Tochukwu Oluehi has been key for Nigeria. Jennifer Anumang skipper of Equatorial Guinea, and this lady is just on fire. Likewise, speedster Francesca Ordega. Christelle Inyapel has been around for a long time. Vicentia Amedome from Togo is the referee, 36 years of age, and she is the 3rd oldest at the competition. Gladys Lengwe from Zambia is the oldest, 39. And Lydia Tapese from Ethiopia is the 2nd oldest at 37 years. Enking, Cameroonian, and there's Elena Paranozie standing behind the ball. Diala, and she's Nigerian. Waiting for the second half to start. Rita Chukelu played in Finland in 2009. She scored a total of 22 goals. That was impressive from the former Finland base. Now she plies her trade in Sweden. There we go for the second half of this final Group B game. Nigeria leading by 4-0. Doreen Chugwe. Elena inside the box, but Josephine Chukwunoye was there to block her. Rita Chukwelu. To the left now, that's Ebire. That's where she's operating the left back. Surging forward, one surging run from Ebire, sending across. Asisat is there, but the connection couldn't reach Francesca Odega. Odega couldn't get the back pass there from Asisat Oshola. Chukwunoye, Okobi, Paranozie, and it's going to be a throw in for the Super Falcons to be coming from the attacking right wing. Josephine Chukwunoye, she replaced the injured Faith Michael. Ohale goes from the throw in, the centre back has been retained. That was a weak one, feeble clearance from Akeng, Cecilia Akeng, sent it back to Doreen Chugui. It's been retained in the air by Ebi. Ohale, Asisat Oshola, Franny Odega, inside the box, attempt to shoot, sends the pass now to, Oparanozie, finally gets her name on the score sheet. Lovely play, intricate passing from the Super Falcons. Lovely response also from the fans. We are the Giants of Africa. Absolutely, the Super Falcons are the Giants. The 10-time champions are banishing their credentials as the most successful nation in women's football on the continent. That's Oparanozie. It took a deflection of Avila, and Avelina held that ball inside the box, but what a run there from Franny. And Avelina assisted Oparanozie. After 78 minutes, Equatorial Guinea 0, Super Falcons of Nigeria 5. Celestina to Diala, the Nigerian-born Diala, who is naturalized to play for Equatorial Guinea. You know, what would she be thinking about now? Maybe she wouldn't have gained selection into the Super Falcons team. Or there's another Nigerian-born who is, Cameroonian-born on the bench. She's injured. Jackie Annette Mesomo. She picked up an injury in the opening game, and she was at the center of the controversy that led to Equatorial Guinea's expulsion from the tournament after qualifying, and they were later reinstated after winning an appeal. They have on the bench also Gloria Chinasa Okoro, part of the 2012 team. Okoro is on the bench, and she played in the opening game as well. You know, so it's been all-inclusive for Equatorial Guinea, bringing in talents from the continent to assist them, especially Cameroonians. In the starting lineup alone, they have 3 Cameroonians in there. Estelle Nyepel in number 20, Doreen Chugu number 9, and then Inke Salome in number 3. Diala has been hooked away, and that's a happy bench. And think about it, the scoreline can't be more, because the Super Falcons can on any day bring on Rashidat Ajibade, and she scored a beautiful goal in the 4-0 the 4-0 win over Zambia in the last game they played. That was a thumping display there from Nigeria, and they've been able to better that performance, now leading 5-0, and we've got 40 minutes left to play here in Cape Coast. AB. Chikwelu brings in Ebiri. From the outside of her foot, nice pass there from Ebiri, the left back to Halimatu Ayinde. Assisat in the thick of affairs now to Josephine Chukunoye. Assisat leaves it for Halimatu Ayinde. Chikwelu, nice pass again to Assisat. Nigeria on display again. And there was miscued cross there from Oshola. Lovely play from Nigeria. Ripping the defense of Equatorial Guinea into ribbons. Immaculada Abelina in dunk with a throw in. But still, Equatorial Guinea can't keep possession of the ball. Oh, there's a debate if there's the best performance we've seen at the tournament. I don't think so. I think the Malians are equally good. But that cross from the right, Asisato Shola went straight to goalkeeper Emilia in dunk. Elena Obono chested down. She leaves it for Christelle, also a Cameroonian. Diala to Akeng. Ebiri. That has been returned by Inke. Genevova won the tackle neatly. Bigorosa loose. Oh, and that was a poor one from skipper Genevova Anonman. So from the way things are going, Nigeria will have to move to Accra. That will be the first time they will be there, having played all 3 matches here in Cape Coast. But in Accra, they will get big support from the community. There's a big Nigerian community in Accra, and they'll profit from that. Ngozi Okobi wins the ball away from Cecilia Akeng. But Okobi lost her footing, and it's an infringement against the Super Falcon star. Christelle. Genevova Anumang brings in Diala. Diala cutting in from the left. She's got just one person inside the box, and that's loose Milagrosa. Free kick coming away of Super Falcons. Ohale was impeded. You know, the lanky centre-back Ohale, 2-time domestic champion, 27 years of age, also a 3-star winner of the Africa Cup of Nations. She's won it 3 times and has been to the World Cup on 3 occasions. So Nigeria will be effecting a substitution. Mary Imo likely to come on. Ebire. Chikwelu. But the ball has been taken away by Enke. Salome Enke. Was around in 2012 when they won, the tournament on home soil. Free kick taken. Josephine Chukwu Noyer is there. Halimatu Ayinde. Assisat. Place it back to the right back, Josephine. Halimatu. Cecilia Akeng stopped that one, but her pass came off her own player. Christelle. Diala left the ball up inside the air. Ohale to the rescue of Nigeria, and Asisat has dropped deep to assist. Her teammates defend. Oh, that was a misplaced pass. Ebire took her eyes off the ball and missed it. Halimatu Ayinde hooks the one away. And so first substitution there, Mary Imo, and she plays her football back home. And Oparanozie is being withdrawn. And Mary Imo, and this was the goal scored. Odega did all the hard work, and then it was Oparanozie, Desire Oparanozie, who scored the fourth goal. Two goals in the competition. Throwing taken has been stopped. It's now Rita Chukwelu. And it's Odega. Odega gets past her marker as if she never existed. Another opportunity there, Okobi. Oh, what a poor touch there from, first touch from Mary Imo, who just came on. The Nasarawa Amazons player. Glorious opportunity to etch her name into football books. Just some few seconds after coming on, this could have been a big opportunity to announce your presence. Mary Umo, once again with a run, but concedes a throw in as Isat rather was making that deep run. Ohale to Josephine. Elena Obono trying to stop that ball. Ebery gets a return pass from Odega. Nice assist there from Mary Imo, the substitute, to Odega. Odega has caused troubles, a lot of trouble once again, and there goes Odega once again, but goalkeeper Emiliana Indong this time round had a palm to it. And so it will be a corner kick. And Odega is full of speed and causing havoc on the right side for Equatorial Guinea. That's Nigeria's attacking left wing. Corner kick for the Super Falcons. We've done an hour here at the Cape Coast Sports Stadium. Nigeria leading by 5 goals to 0. 30 minutes more, half an hour to be played here. Okobi and Rita Chukwelu went in with the header, but it was off target over the goal post. Equatorial Guinea, and it doesn't look like there's any attempt from the two-time champions to stop the demolition and still playing their old game. And that's substitute, you know who came on? Amarachi Okoronko. Odega once again, but NK covers up. And the defense of Equatorial Guinea doing overtime work. Abelina has lost her speed, and Odega is having a field day on the left flank. Centre back Ohale. That was a javelin throw inside the box. Amarachi Okoronko. Rita Chukwelu is there, and the flag didn't stay up. Rita Chukwelu finally scores. You know, when the Equatorial Guineans were expecting the flag to go up, it stayed down. And Inshana, Emiliana Inshana couldn't grab that ball. And this was a situation Rita profited from that. Was there contact? I think Rita got it before she got to the ball. Let's watch the situation once again. Should it have been an infringement against the skipper of the Super Falcons? Referee Vicentia Amidume thought otherwise. And so it's going to be goal number 6 for the Super Falcons. And the supporters will find their voices marching to the semi-final in Accra, hopefully to play Group A leaders Cameroon on Tuesday. Emiliana Inshana Indong is fit. Oluehi in a chat with Ebire. Well represented, the Super Falcons fans. And at least there's hope of making it to another FIFA Women's World Cup. Back to restart play. Equatorial Guinea 0, Nigeria 6. Throw in for Nigeria. Amarachi Okoronko to Asisat Oshola. Uhale. Goalkeeper Oluehi. Genevova. Asisat controlled by Odega. Nice pass there from Odega. Asisat combining effectively here. Thomas Denebi. No, he has been very, very calm on the bench. And is he going to lead the Super Falcons to another title, their 11th Africa Women Cup of Nations title. We wait to see. But with the sort of football we've seen in Mali and the rest, it will be a tough battle this time round. Jean-Paul Pila is the coach for Equatorial Guinea. At this time, nothing seems to be working. You only have to look on. Left back Ebiri in trouble. And it was Milagroso Obono. She went in heavily there on Ebere. Resplendent from the Super Falcons fans. Mary Omo, but then Dorian Chigo is there, stops her. Oh, lovely pass there from the skipper of Equatorial Guinea, Jenibova Anuman. Odega is back to assist, and she picks up an injury in the process. That was a clash with Diala. And that was Odega. Oh. You know, strong and fit. Odega is back. It looks like she's calling the bench for her to be substituted. Skipper Chukelu. Skipper Anumang. Oh, but that ball was blocked. But it's still Celestina to Elena Obono. But ball has been taken away by Okobi. Trying to find for Assisat, but it was a poor one. And Equatorial Guinea are now in control inside their own half. It's coming up to 69 minutes into this game. And the ball will be kicked out because Avelina, the 15-year-old, I think she's tired. She's lost her speed. It looks like she's buying time now. Ebere doesn't look like she'll be able to continue. And the medics will attend to her. You know, such an experienced player, Ebere. You know, two-time Nations Cup winner. And also played at the World Cup, 27 years of age. And that's substitution coming in for Nigeria. Gloria Ogbonna. The Ibom Angels player has taken the place of the reliable Ngozi Ebere. Oh, does it? You know, no need to aggravate the injury when there's a semi-final coming up on Tuesday against Group A leaders Cameroon in a repeat of the final we saw 2 years ago, where it was Desire Oparanozie's goal that separated the two sides and won the 10th African title for the Super Falcons. Okoronko. Ball has been taken away from her. Cecilia Akeng. To Christelle Yapel. Sends it to Jenevova Anumang, the captain. Is a skipper against the skipper. Releases the ball to Christelle, but ball has been taken away. And the Super Falcons now are back in control. Okoronko. Josephine Chukunoye to Okobi. Late tackle from behind, but referee now play to continue. Enke. Akeng. Gets past her marker. It's still Akeng going forward. But a nice recovery there from Okobi. She lost the ball inside the half of Equatorial Guinea, but raced back to recover. Dispossess Akeng, and it's going to be a throw-in which has been taken. Diala trying to go past Josephine, but there was an extension of the arm from the right back, Josephine Chukwuonye, and that will be an infringement against the Super Falcons. You know, so the story is that the Super Falcons are run away with a 6-0 win, and that will mean they end the campaign at the top scoring side in Group B, but will finish in second place. Unless there is a winner in Accra between South Africa and Zambia. Jenny Vova Anuman, the skipper of Equatorial Guinea, behind the ball. Long ball inside, headed out by Ohale. And Akeng delayed, and that's a break there for Nigeria. Okobi to the speedster Odega. Franny Odega opened the scoring here to Okobi, but the wall pass poorly interpreted by Okobi. But it's still Nigeria. Oh, a poor one there from skipper Rita Chikwelu. She could have done better, and she scored a set goal. You know, I told her about her record in 2009. She scored 22 goals in Finland. Goal kick to Equatorial Guinea, and it's Enke. That was a full blast, but Chikwelu is there to Mary Emo, to Odega. Woman of the match, and she won the best player in their last game against Zambia, where they won 4-0, where she scored a goal. That was a lovely volley. Looks like the woman of the match is between Asisat Oshola and Odega. Oshola, 4-1 inside the box, has been retained by Celestina. Asisat again, but then good sliding tackle from Cecilia Akeng, the left back for Equatorial Guinea. You know, Nigeria have been blazing right from the start, and they've been able to bring in the goals and rewrite the scripts once again. You can't rule them out. Okobi with a corner kick. Did it go out? Still ball in the air. Odega is there. Ohale. And the whistle is gone for an infringement inside the box. And anytime Equatorial Guinea are defending, they look very flaky and desperate. Diala cuts the ball back neatly. That was lovely play there from Diala. Akeng to the middle now, close to the center circle where Genevova Anemon is. Celestina, oh, lovely tracking back of the ball, brings in Diala. Oh, but Josephine is there. There was the elbow in her face. It looks like she's okay. Play going on. Odega, released there by Gloria Ogbona. Ball inside the box, and Emiliana Inchana Endeng with the ball. Rita Chukwelu. Sustained pressure now on Equatorial Guinea. Asisat gets past Akeng and kills one. She should have gone for Glory herself. I think she was trying to release Mary Imo and also Odega. Odega was racing in from the left flank. And looks like Odega's best position is to operate from the left. She's caused a lot of troubles there for Equatorial Guinea. Maybe her marker has been weak and giving her a field day. But we can't take anything away from the performance from Odega today, like she did against Zambia. Odega once again with the pass to Asisat Oshola. Can she score a fourth goal? No, but that was solid defending. And Doreen was as tough as a nail. And she was at the right place at the right time to stop Asisat Oshola. Pushing from Okoronko. Another substitute. Diala. Can Equatorial Guinea get a consolation? You know, for now, it doesn't look like a goal will come from anywhere. Maybe they can be gifted with an own goal when the Super Falcons are not prepared. Rita Chukelu. Odega. Inke. Avelina. Christina Nyapel to Christina. Odega came in strongly. Christina still marched on. And Equatorial Guinea still with the ball. A shot from distance. That was overly ambitious try from Diala. And that's a celebration from the fans. They've enjoyed every bit of it. 6 goals for them. There's a welcoming goal feast there for the fans who have traveled from Nigeria to Ghana. Okobi with the ball, but a poor one trying to release Asisat on the right wing. She took her eyes off the ball. And Equatorial Guinea shockingly have given the ball away once again. So Nigeria back and pressing on for goal number 7. Asisat marching on. And Emiliana Inchana Indong is there with a catch. Genevova. Misplaced pass. Okobi. Long ball from Halimatu to Asisat to the body. And that was side netting. Very disappointing. You know, from the superstar. You know, aside Mercy Akide, Asisat has enjoyed and won a lot of personal accolades. She should have done better on that occasion. I don't know how she missed that, but that was a good pass there from the middle. And Asisat continued her reputation at the tournament by scrounging another glorious opportunity. This is not the Asisat Oshola we know. Avi. Mary Imo. Ohale. And we are into the last 10 minutes. Equatorial Guinea 0, Nigeria 6. Chukunoye. Josephine still marching on. That was good feet there from the right back. Ohale, the centre back, joins the action. And Genevova. Oh, gives the ball away again. But Equatorial Guinea doing well to defend. And it looks like Josephine Chukwunoye is in trouble. And that was a tackle from Diala. She looks okay. And will be fit to continue once again. There's a throw in for the Super Falcons. Long ball up front for Diala. And that will be an infringement against Diala, pushing Amarachi Okoronko. And that's Asisat Oshola on a hat trick today. This was the first goal, and the second sliding in, and the third was a header. Oh, powerful display there from the three-time African Women Footballer of the Year and also BBC African Female Footballer of the Year. And the 22 of under-20 Golden Boots and also Golden Ball winner. Asisat has won a lot of accolades. I think she is the most decorated female footballer on the continent as at now. AB with a header, but in the return of a clearance from the back. Ogbonna. Ogbonna. And she is also locally based. The two substitutes that came on are all based in Nigeria. Okoronko to Mary Imo. Ogbonna gets past Avelina. And there's a tussle, and Avelina wins the ball to lose. Jennifer Anuban gives the ball to Diala. Diala trying to control, get past Josephine Chukwunoye, and Josephine comes out winning the ball. It's now Rita Chikwelu to Asisat. Asisat wanted to thread that ball for Francesca Odega. Upper body strength being displayed by Doreen Chigui and Asisat. Oh. Celestina with a clearance. Substitution coming the way of Equatorial Guinea. And it's Christelle Nepel. Christelle Nepel was at the 2011 Women's World Cup with Equatorial Guinea. Also part of the 2012 winning team on home soil. And her place will be taken by Catalina Ngoka. And Catalina Ngoka plays football back in Equatorial Guinea. And we are into the live. 5 minutes left. And Equatorial Guinea will be going home with a lot of goals in their baskets. plentiful of goals conceded. Catalina Ngoka, Amarachi Okoronko. And she stepped into that midfield role, replacing Halimatu. Okobi, with her experience once again, Odega up front. She's got Mary Omo to assist. Odega drags the ball back, sends a pass to Imo. As he says, can she make it for? But there was a timely interception there from, lovely play there from Elena Obono, and she was fouled in the process. Good way to get out of trouble. When the Super Falcons lost their first game, a lot of commentary about whether they were hungry, demolition return setting in for some of the ladies. But today they've been able to prove they are capable of staying on top and remaining in the top brackets with all the nations here at the tournament. They'll be part of the best four and in the medal zone. But there's still more to be done because missing out on the World Cup will be a disaster. Chikwelu, ball has been taken away from her by her own teammates. That's Okoronko to Mary Imo now. Long pass, trying to find Asisat, but Doreen Chigu is there. Huge centre back. And one for the future. And I think Equatorial Guinea can count on her for the next tournament to be hosted in Congo. Avelina. And the ball has been cleared out. And it's still South Africa 1, Zambia 1. So South Africa, Bayana will return here to Cape Coast and they will play Mali in the second semi-final on Tuesday. Substitution happening for Equatorial Guinea. Oh, and applause going to the 15-year-old Avelina Immaculada, who is being replaced by Mibi, and that's long overdue. I thought the substitution should have been effected long ago when she ran out of gas. Cecilia Akeng. Luz Milagroso. Ogbonna. Mary Imo sends the ball back to the substitute, Glory Ogbonna. Ohale. That's Jean-Paul Pila. She doesn't look disturbed at all. I think maybe she expected this sort of thumping to happen to her side. I beg your pardon, he expected or anticipated that her side will be buried by opponents at the tournament. 2 minutes of added on time. We'll be doing 2 minutes of stoppages. And the fourth official, Juliet Apia from Ghana, displaying the minutes to be done. NK. And this is how far Equatorial Guinea have come. Expelled from the tournament, reinstated weeks or days before the start of the tournament, and that has cost them dearly. And they've conceded as many as 18 goals in 3 matches. simply poor by their own standard. AB. Ball goes to Olohi. Tochukwu Olohi. Ohale. Asisat Oshola, the hat-trick heroine. Amarachi Okoronko struggles to get the ball to AB. Glory Ogbona. Francesca Odega, nicknamed Franny. There she goes again. And it's a free kick coming the way of Nigeria. You know, Franny has been full of energy, and that's Thomas Denebi. You know, she was under pressure to get her side back to winning ways. And so far, so good. He's been able to do that with the Super Falcons. Now qualifying to the semi-final. Free kick coming the way of Nigeria. Okobi shoots. Head goalkeeper Emiliana Enchena Indong grabs that one. It was Amarachi Okoronko, the final kick there. And Vicentia Amedome from Togo has signaled for the end of this game. Equatorial Guinea have been hit by 6 goals to 0. Jean-Paul Pila embracing Thomas Denebi. Asisat Oshola in a chat with Celestina. Goalkeeper Oluehi will join head. The outfit players and the hat-trick heroine Asisat. Good display from NK. Captain Rita Chukwelu also did her part. All smiles for the 2 players. Equatorial Guinea knew their fate before this game. They knew they had no chance. But then the young team from Equatorial Guinea hope to put lessons to good use in 2018, in 2020, hoping to qualify, you know, for that tournament in Congo. From the Cape Coast Sports Stadium, the final group match, Equatorial Guinea 0, Nigeria 6. And thus the fans there celebrating heavily for the performance put up there. And all the Super Falcons players and the coaching staff in a huddle. And Thomas Denebi, the man from Sweden, will also join. You know, good display, good performance there from the Super Eagles. You know, when we all thought they are off color, and I think my man of the match will be this lady, 15 years of age, and what an experience. Halimatu Ayinde, Ebire, and the fans will celebrate just like they did right from the start. And the players will show appreciation to the fans. These are Oparanozie. And this Equatorial Guinea and Nigeria came into this game with Nigeria, the Super Falcons, knowing that they needed just a point to make it. And that's Odega with the first goal. But it was a sweet pass coming in from Captain Rita Chukwelu. It was a defense splitting pass. And that pass got to Odega like a text message. And the US-based winger finished off in style. Asisat was second to score for Nigeria. Sublime. And the reigning African Female Footballer of the Year finished up. And this time around also, she was there to connect home. A sliding connection. And Desire Paranozie. And this was her second. Nigeria still didn't give up. You know, asked for more. The ball lofted. Asisat was there with a header. Her height counted immensely, and she scored her hat-trick on the day to tally 4 goals in this tournament. Likewise, Christina Gatlana of South Africa, Ohale, relays Asisat Oshola. They play to Odega. Odega surging forward, once again cutting through. Odega shot across to Oparanozie, and she slotted home for the 5th goal in the second half. Nigeria still not content, push for more. Going forward, Okoronko and Rita Chukwudu, the captain, profited from that run she made into the box. Was she offside? And that was how it ended. The Super Falcons winning by 6 goals to 0 and will travel to Accra for the semi-final against Cameroon on Tuesday. And South Africa will return to Cape Coast to play Mali, also in the second semi-final.